Good evening and welcome. I'm Matthew Brazizi, Senior Class President, and I would like to welcome everyone to the Rocklin High School Class of 2020 Commencement Ceremony. Please stand if you are able, remove your hats, and face the flag next to the scoreboard, and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing in a moment of silence to honor the fallen veterans, servicemen, and women as we stand here in Memorial Stadium today. We ask that we also take a moment to remember Destiny Irvin, a classmate of the RHS class of 2020, who passed away this week after a long battle of cancer. We will remember Destiny for her kindness, positive attitude, and remarkable strength. Please remain standing as we hear the performance of the national anthem. Thank you. You may all now be seated, please. Before moving forward with our program tonight, we ask that the seniors who will be joining the military stand to be recognized for their service. At this time, I would now like to introduce our honorary faculty speaker. Many people may know this man. A lot of us here had him in class, and if not, he coached us on the field. I myself had the honor of running cross country for him for 3 years. At this time, can we please give a warm welcome to Mr. Robert Murphy to the podium.
Good evening. Superintendent, Dr. Alan Cron, Assistant Superintendent Colleen Ferlizzi, Principal Dr. John Harris, Assistant Principal Kathy Paulding, esteemed members of the school committee, fellow faculty, families and graduates, and most important, the class of 2020. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom, it was the age of foolishness. It was the epoch of belief, it was the epoch of incredulity. It was the season of light, it was the season of darkness, it was the spring of hope, it was the winter of despair. Charles Dickens' opening line in A Tale of Two Cities, 1859. Although I hated reading this book when I was in high school, its words have different meaning in today's world. I'm more like, what a long, strange trip it's been. Grateful Dead, 1970. All right. This year, 2020, has been a memorable year to say the least. These world events will change our lives, our environment, our culture for many years to come. Class of 2020, you have definitely made your memorable mark in history. However, today is a very special day, and we are here to celebrate your completion of a major milestone in your lives. And you've reached a turning point, and it seems like it took forever to get here, but you made it. Now it's time to move on to the next journey. Many of you are pursuing higher education and will be enrolled in college very soon. Some are joining the workforce, while others will be entering the military. All are noble paths. Our jobs as teachers was to prepare you for what might happen next. No, you probably won't go on to become a chemist, or a mathematician, or an expert in English literature, or a historian regurgitating Gordon Wood's pre-revolutionary utopia and the capital-forming effects of military mobilization. Good Will Hunting, 1997. But what you will do is be able to utilize those skills in each of the disciplines we have taught you. Your ability to analyze data, to look at problems and solve them logically, to reach decisions based on what has been done in the past and communicate effectively and with eloquence. We teachers call this vision of the graduate, or how you will react to what you may face in your future endeavors. We were here to prepare you. We gave you 2020 vision. That's a science joke. Optical cells in your eye, never mind. Some Murph advice. All of you have had to make life-changing decisions at some times in your lives. And there is no doubt that all of you will be in a position where you reach obstacles or forks in the roads, but you will move on. Each one of us here in this stadium have had to make decisions that can be life-changing. To reinvent yourself. I'll bet the majority of people here today are not working in a field that they planned to when they graduated high school. Take my life, for example. And yes, Mr. Graziano and Dr. Harrison, I am old. In fact, I have T-shirts older than Dr. Harrison. I grew up locally in Quincy. My family was always an educated-oriented family. My father had a law degree but never practiced law, and my mother was a secretary. My uncle was a physician, my aunt a nurse. As a young boy, I always wanted a career in medicine, to attend medical school and be a successful physician. My uncle, the doctor, got me a job after school while I was working at Quincy Hospital. Weekends and holidays, I worked in the lab, I washed floors, I worked as an orderly with nurses and patients. When I went to college, I was enrolled in pre-med. Everything seemed to be working out. Then reality hit. College was hard. They actually expected results. Competition was fierce in my major. When senior year arrived, I should have applied to medical school. I discovered that my university had a medical school with 75 seats available for the freshman class. My year, there were 6,500 individuals that applied for those 75 seats. I didn't get in. Well, after graduation, I went to Hawaii, and I stayed with my cousin for a few months, tried surfing. That didn't go well. Forgot that I had Irish skin. Too much time spent at the beach in paradise was really a bad idea. So back I came to Massachusetts. I decided to reinvent myself, but I was going to stay in healthcare in some capacity. I got a job working at the best hospital in the world, Massachusetts General Hospital in Boston. working in the labs. There I met my wife. But that's a story for another time. I learned a lot about medicine and healthcare operations. I realized you didn't have to be a doctor to work in healthcare, so I pursued an administrative position. From MGH, I moved on to Cardinal Cushing Hospital in Brockton as an administrator in the lab. I tried healthcare sales for a while after that. I was an office manager at a large medical practice in Quincy. I next moved on to become an inpatient administrator for the floating hospital at New England Medical Center in Boston. From there, I went on to the Longwood area in Boston in radiation oncology, which was a department of Harvard Medical School. I worked in Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center, Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, Children's Hospital, and Brigham and Women's Hospital. Life seemed great until, through no control of mine, the radiation oncology department became separate entities in each part of the Harvard hospitals. My boss became head of the National Institute of Health in Washington, D.C., in radiation oncology. He offered to take me with him, which meant I'd have to up and move my family out of Massachusetts and away from family and friends. That led me to reinvent myself again. What could I do now? That's where teaching comes in. At the time, Massachusetts was in desperate need of teachers. I was lucky enough to get involved in a state program that was taking professional individuals from different backgrounds and training them to be teachers. When I finished the program, Steve Sankser invited me to RHS for a science position interview. I've been here for 20 years now. My only regret is that I should have done this sooner. Teaching has been a real positive influence in my life. All the stuff I learned in high school and college was actually paying off. However, every educator here will agree that the most rewarding part of teaching is when we see students who are successful and knowing that we had some small part in their success. I've received texts, emails from former students telling me how something they learned in my classroom made a difference in their life. Think about this. For every one individual that comes back to visit us, there may be dozens more that thought about it but never made the trip. We want you to be able to draw on all those skills we have been teaching you, skills you may not realize you have developed over time. So my challenge to you, class of 2020, is to follow your passions, to try to be and do whatever you choose, that you may have to reinvent yourself, veer from your chosen path, maybe even several times. Just don't lose confidence and insight in that reinventing yourself may be just what the doctor ordered. Because most of us have been there. In closing, words from John Lewis at his 2018 Boston University graduation commencement speech. Be optimistic. Don't get lost in a sea of despair. Be bold. Be courageous. And it'll all work out. Class of 2020, good luck. And don't forget to let us teachers know how you're doing.
Thank you, Mr. Murphy. Good evening, parents, siblings, teachers, faculty, and everyone else watching from home. If you don't know me already, I'm Matt Berzizi, and I've been the class president for the last 2 years. First, I want to start off and say what an honor it has been to lead this grade for the final 2 years of our high school chapter. It has been a long 12-plus years we've all been together, and it's almost that time we split ways on the long road we call life and carve our own path. Some of us are going to college, others are going into the workforce, and some don't really know what they want to do yet, but that's okay. We will all end up where we want to be someday if we put the work in and continue to persevere. We've all grown so much and have all worked so hard to get to where we're standing today. It seems like it was almost yesterday when we would block the stairs after lunch screaming, "Form the wall." 2016, we came into this school. We were the new batch of frost just ready to be booed at the pep rally. It was a year of new beginnings, and not just for us. It was also Dr. Harrison's first year as this school's principal, and must I say, he's done a fantastic job so far. Leading our school, working to create a more positive school culture, managing everything, and most importantly, keeping AirPods out of our ears and do-rags off our heads. But all jokes aside, thank you, Dr. Harrison, for all you have done for us. Sophomore year was kind of an awkward year for us. We weren't freshmen anymore, but you still kind of feel like one, and you still get treated like one. We started to finally think about what we possibly wanted to do with our lives, and we began to branch out and find our passion. Then it was the next school year, and we were finally upperclassmen. We had a sense of independence, but with that came some responsibilities. It was time to grow up, set an example, look in the colleges, the workforce, or whatever we wanted to do, take the SATs, ACTs, some of us were taking our first AP classes, working our first jobs. So much was going on that year. We were finally the top dogs of the school. But if you thought that was stressful enough, then came senior year. We were finally the top dogs of the school, all involved in our own clubs and sports. We were finally applying to college, and it was time to prepare for the next part of our journey. There are so many deadlines and tasks to complete, and can I say that I am honestly glad we're all done with that. And don't even get me started on the FAFSA. Then COVID came and took away the final part of our senior year we've all been looking forward to. And here we are today. However, instead of dwelling over what didn't happen, we should reminisce about the memories we did make and pick our heads up to face the obstacles that lie ahead. We've all faced so much adversity, but this isn't the end. This is only the beginning of a long line of challenges awaiting us all, and it's up to us to decide whether we want to face them head on or turn around. Before I finish tonight, and we finally grab our diplomas and graduate, there's something I wanted to speak about. With everything going on in the world and our nation, how can I not use my platform to speak on it? We're graduating amid a global pandemic unlike anything we've ever experienced. We're graduating among all these growing environmental issues, and most importantly, we're witnessing a fight for human rights and social justice that has been going on for way too long. These are not political opinions. There are no two sides. These are issues happening right in front of us that we should not continue to ignore, because if so, that only puts us on the wrong side of history. Let me throw out some names for you all. Ayanna Jones, Tamir Rice, Stephon Clark, Trayvon Martin, Janisha Fonville, Michael Brown, the list goes on. All of them were or would have been around our age if they weren't unjustly killed. What makes them any different from myself or anyone else sitting here tonight? A lot of us here have a privilege. Some of you may not know it. The privilege of not having to worry about walking out of a gas station with your hands in your pockets. The privilege of not having to worry about jogging through a suburban neighborhood. The privilege of not having to fear for your life after committing an offense as small as speeding. The privilege of having an advantage in life just because of the color of your skin. The African American community, along with other minority groups, have been fighting for their basic human rights for years now, and to think in the 21st century we still live with systemic racism is something us as a collective whole need to first recognize, then take action on. We as humans make mistakes, but we learn and adapt. I myself have taken the time to educate myself so I can understand what is going on in the world. around us, and I advise you all do the same. It is the first step in taking action to advocate change for the better. Some people think our generation is soft, weak, ignorant, and not ready for the real world, but I happen to disagree. We've been doubted, but it's our time to show everyone who we are. We are bright young minds, and when we band together and unite, we are strong. We have the power to make change, and sooner or later, we're going to be the leaders of the world who are going to make it happen and work towards a better future. You individually have the power to pave your own road. So keep moving forward and don't turn back. Finally, I want to thank some people. There's no way we could have made it through this journey alone, especially not without the support of those around us. I want to thank the parents and guardians for supporting us every step of the way, through our ups and our downs. The ones who put a roof over our head and food on our plate. Specifically, I myself want to thank my father, who was there for me every step of the way and never doubted me, always supporting me to this day. Also, the staff and faculty, for guiding us all through our high school journey. It was a long and confusing road, but you were all there for us whenever we needed help. Thank you to Ms. Walsh for being such a great advisor, and my officers for always being there to help me. I honestly couldn't have done it without you guys. Most especially, I want to thank my class for giving me such an unforgettable experience. I really would not have wanted to go on that roller coaster we call high school with anyone else. I love you all, and I will genuinely miss every single one of you. So fly high, class of 2020, but don't forget where you came from, because as every president who has come before me has said, once a bulldog, always a bulldog. Thank you. I would now like to introduce Rocklin High School Principal Dr. John Harrison to speak.
Thank you, Matt. Good evening. Before I begin with a few remarks for our graduates, I want to thank key people for putting together this special ceremony this evening. Miss Sue O'Brien, Miss Patty Penny, and Miss Carla Dunn from the office have been instrumental in the organization of today's ceremony. Assistant Principal Kathy Paulding, Guidance Director Margie Black, and Senior Class Advisor Miss Walsh were essential in preparing our seniors for today's commencement. I want to acknowledge Chris Bernacca from WRPS and his team for providing the sound and video for today. And thank you to the maintenance staff and the Parks Department for making Veterans Memorial Stadium look beautiful, especially tonight as we honor our seniors. I also want to acknowledge 3 retirements this year. Miss Diane Mahoney, Miss Jane Ellis, and Miss Mary Ellen Woodward, who worked collectively for the Rocklin Public Schools. If you add it all up, it comes out to 90 years, which is simply remarkable. To the graduates, this was not the end of the school year and the graduation ceremony we may have envisioned, but you did it. We are here right now in this moment to celebrate all that you have accomplished. 20 years from now, when I remember this class, the class of 2020, I'm going to remember the pandemic, which put our school year to a halt, but this is not your legacy. You've built your reputation as caring, hardworking, and an inspiring class, and that's how you're going to be remembered. That's your legacy. Inside the classroom, you took advantage of new academic opportunities. Some of you enrolled in courses like AP Seminar and AP Research, and you explored topics that were interesting to you, such as electric cars or the extent of social media's effect on vaccination behavior. 9 of you were involved in the Environmental Club and took us to receive an award at the State House called the Secretary's Award for Excellence in Environmental Education. We were the top school. I may have made that up, but it sounds good, right? The product of your academic success is that we have two students. One's heading to Princeton University, and one's heading to Harvard University. In a small school like Rocklin, to send two students in one school year to Ivy League schools, which are the most selective universities, that's simply remarkable, but it's a testament to this class and how they push each other. And regardless of your future plans in this group, you should be proud of them. This is your legacy. You supported each other, and you brought back school spirit to our nation. Our athletic teams had impressive tournament runs in football, volleyball, basketball, and cheerleading. With the playoffs, we saw a large student following at events where you cheered each other on. Our last memory together as a class was at the TD Garden as we celebrated the success of our girls basketball team, which ended up losing in the Division III state semifinals. If I ever knew that we'd be entering this pandemic at that time, we never would have gone to the Garden. What I remember about athletics this year is not how talented you are, because make no mistake about it, you are an athletic class, but it's how you conducted yourself. When the girls' volleyball team lost in the state finals at Worcester State University, watching how our seniors represented us and lead their teammates in the aftermath of what was a heartbreaking loss, that's what makes me most proud. They kept their head high, they were humble, they appreciated the opportunity, and they inspired us that even when something stings, we fight through our weakest moments with the bulldog spirit which breathes at our core. As a class, you made our community stronger, helping us start Bulldog Buddies and a freshman mentoring program. This is your legacy. You are going to be remembered as a class that preferred the choice of the pasta bar over the buffalo chicken dip, and the pretzel bites over the chocolate cupcakes at the Dog Depot. You'll also be remembered as a class that said yes to the world's finest chocolate bars because they were cheaper and you could make more money. You were a class that also thought it was normal to have two fundraisers, both selling chocolate bars at the same time. Sure, we all wanted the Hilliard's bars, but you guys just wanted to sell the world's finest chocolate bars, even if they were much smaller. This is an emotional celebration for me. I've only known Rocklin High School with the class of 2020. Thank you for all your contributions, and continue to be who you are because you are wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Harrison. At this time, I would like to congratulate Tyler Gambon, my good friend and our valedictorian, and invite him to speak to our class.
Good evening, family, friends, faculty, and of course, the class of 2020. Before I begin, I would like to first give a sincere thank you to Dr. Harrison, the teachers, and all of the staff members at Rocklin High for not only making this momentous occasion possible, but also accessible to those of us who were unfortunately unable to attend tonight's ceremony in person. The fact that we've all been given the opportunity to gather here tonight to celebrate the class of 2020 and all of its accomplishments is a true testament to the diligent efforts put forth by all of you, not just simply in the past few months, but also in your many years of hard work and dedication that have enabled us to reach this major milestone in our lives. It is my firm belief that one of the most transformative experiences that we as individuals can encounter in our lives is discovering a community which provides to us a true sense of belonging and purpose. I would argue that it is in such aspects of our lives that we begin to learn more about ourselves than we ever thought possible, uncovering previously unknown passions and strengths, hopes and dreams, and of course, weaknesses and imperfections. However, the aforementioned self-discoveries do not just simply educate us on how to become better, improved versions of ourselves. They inspire us. They inspire us to develop into leaders, volunteers, and mentors in nearly all facets of our everyday lives, such that we can leave our communities in an even more favorable position than we initially found them. And thus, in some way, no matter how significant or minute the impact, we grew, both as individuals and as a collective community. Accordingly, I speak with great confidence when I say that I believe the class of 2020 here at Rocklin High has undoubtedly accomplished just that and truly left their mark. Upon our first arrival to Rocklin High back in the year 2016, we were all but young kids, naive, inexperienced, questionably innocent, and foreign to the comparably immeasurable freedom and independence that high school life provides. We were inevitably inundated with countless expectations from teachers and faculty, advice from upperclassmen, and those reminders from guidance that we often ignored, letting us know that college is not quite as far away as it seems. Nonetheless, we found ourselves overwhelmed with a sense of curiosity unlike no other we had ever experienced before. Then there was sophomore year, the year that no one can seem to remember whenever we begin to reminisce about our past experience here as students of Rocklin High. And given our awkwardness and immense overconfidence at the time, those memories were probably suppressed for good reason. In fact, there are only two other aspects of sophomore year of which we're absolutely certain. One being that your history teacher will become way too overexcited about DBQs, and two being that you'll likely start hearing tribal chants echoing down the halls inspired by the reading of Lord of the Flies in your English classes. Yet, despite all of the confusion and disarray of that school year, we continued to learn from our mistakes. We endured the many trials and tribulations of high school life together and found strength in both our numbers and in each other. As we ventured into our junior year that fall as upperclassmen, we harnessed this newfound confidence instilled within us to go forth and positively impact our community. We took full advantage of every opportunity that was offered to us, and we demonstrated an immense pride in our efforts and accomplishments and in our school. It was at this time that our attention was also directed towards life after high school, and as a result, we were forced to begin considering what we desired to do with our futures. Junior year was without a doubt a roller coaster of emotions filled with countless memories, some unforgettable and some that we wish we could just forget. At times, we felt heavily encumbered by the pressures of past experiences, combined with the future planning looming ahead of us, and the crushing realization that all of our actions in the present could be so important in determining our future. In spite of everything, we found it in ourselves to persevere. By the time we finally reached our senior year, long gone were the children that had once entered the school unsure of themselves and their place in the world, having now been replaced by the young men and women sitting before me on this field tonight. Each and every one of them carrying their own unique journey and future aspirations, along with an indomitable will to succeed. The tremendous amount of hard work and dedication you've all demonstrated to prove to yourself, your family, your friends, your coaches, your teachers, and the colleges you will be attending that you're capable of anything is nothing short of extraordinary, and this has never failed to inspire me. I think it goes without saying that this past year has been an exceedingly unusual experience for the class of 2020. And when we all received notice back in March regarding the abrupt and unexpected ending to what was supposed to be our year, we were all understandably heartbroken. Heartbroken and that we would never again walk the halls of Rocklin High students, that we would never have the opportunity to play out our final spring sports season, that we would never have the privilege of finalizing our time in high school with the same events and traditions as every class that has graduated before us. This feeling of a complete lack of closure can perhaps be no better summarized than by Andy Bernard when he says, "I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them." Naturally, our senior year has been a year of many firsts and many lasts, and tonight represents our final farewell to the Rocklin High community. Never again will we walk these grounds and the hallways that we have called home these last 4 years as students, but as graduates. It has never and will never be an easy position to be in when confronted by the realization that we must now say goodbye to the very community which has welcomed us with open arms, revealed to us more about ourselves and our aspirations, which has cultivated the creation of some of the most memorable moments of our lifetimes, and ultimately molded us into the young men and women we are today. In the words of A.A. Milne, how lucky am I to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard? Part of my responsibility as class valedictorian this year is to leave you all with some parting words of wisdom and motivational messages to help guide you in your future endeavors. Yet, when I look upon all my peers in the class of 2020 tonight, it becomes abundantly clear that none of them need my assistance to help guide them forward, as they've all demonstrated just how capable they are of overcoming anything. If nothing else, I will leave you with this. The world does not need you to be prepared at a moment's notice for all of life's many difficult challenges and unexpected detours. What the world requires of you is to do your best to challenge yourself every day and get out of your comfort zone whenever possible. The story of our lives will not be defined by how we began and how we ended. Our time here on this earth will be characterized by what we made of all life's journey has to offer. A comfort zone can be a beautiful place, but when we dare to step outside of it and allow ourselves to become surrounded by unfamiliarity, it's in these moments that our lives truly begin. Especially in times like these, in which our lives have been turned completely upside down, there's simply no way of telling what our world will be like in a few months or even a few years. However, when the time arrives in which you look back upon your high school careers, know that we will never forget the experiences we shared here as the class of 2020, and we must acknowledge that wherever life may lead us, Rocklin will always be our home, and we will always be remembered as Bulldogs. Congratulations to the class of 2020, and thank you to everyone here today who has supported us over the years and contributed to making the Bulldog community here at Rocklin High the remarkably special place that it is.
Thank you, Tyler. I would now like to invite Vice President Katie Buckley to present the senior class gift to Lauren Dracchio, the junior class president.
The class of 2020 has worked closely with the Pathways program at RHS for the past 4 years. As our class gift, we are making a donation to be used for the Pathways Dog Depot, Best Buddies program, or whatever staff deems useful.
On behalf of the class of 2021 in Rocklin High School, we thank you and wish the best of luck to all the graduates.
It is now my pleasure to ask Dr. Alan Cron, Superintendent of Rocklin Public Schools, to say a few words.
It is a special pleasure to stand before you tonight. Simply being here together in person in the same place is an accomplishment in and of itself. Please join me in thanking again our custodians and maintenance staff, as well as the Rocklin Parks Department, for preparing the stadium and grounds for tonight's graduation. Thank you. I'd also like to acknowledge the hard work and thoughtful planning of Dr. Harrison and his team, who from the beginning have insisted that the class of 2020 would have a special evening like tonight, an evening that they have earned and that they deserve. Class of 2020, your graduation comes at a time in history unlike any other. A global pandemic, nightly historic civil rights protests, both peaceful and violent, in dozens of major cities in the United States and across the globe. As your teachers, as your school department, we have been through it all with you for the past 13 years. And I'll bet most of you could name most, if not all, of your teachers, each one having imparted some curiosity, some passion, some insight. Your teachers have been your guide and your window into subjects you have now claimed for your own. Some of your teachers may feel their time with you was cut short. We wish we could have been with you in person over the past few months as you struggled, sometimes in isolation, with all the images and messages and experiences that the world is throwing at you. As adults, I know we are overwhelmed, so I can only imagine what the world currently looks like to a bright-eyed, soon-to-be high school graduate. At times, there is so much anger and hate flying around. It seems like all the gloves are off and nothing is sacred anymore. That being angry is cool, and that to be kind is weak. I wholeheartedly disagree. Kindness and love are stronger than hate. They just are. So what does it mean to graduate from high school during such an unprecedented time? How is your graduation different from every other that has come before? Because now, right now, how we move forward as a nation, as a state, and as a community is very much up to you. They're your ideas and your hard work that will lead to a right and just future. As a soon-to-be high school graduate, you may be thinking, why? Why me? I don't want that kind of responsibility. I didn't ask for this. Well, you are charged with this responsibility because of what you have, each of you, precisely because you are 18 and you are educated. You possess the most powerful, the most prized thing in all the world, youth. And the world is now yours to shape. Whether you like it or not, it's true. Very soon, you will run our banks, our schools, our restaurants, our labs, our police department, and our government. Many of you will end up with tremendous responsibilities, and I hope you will remember your teachers, all of them, and your school, and what we stand for as a community. Most of all, I hope you will remain hardworking and kind, two traits that have defined this class since you walked through the doors of Rocklin High School for the first time as a freshman 4 years ago. I'd like to leave you tonight with a well-known quote that I keep above my stove. So I see it and I think about it as I begin most days. I contemplate the meaning of the words as I prepare for or reflect on difficult conversations. I hope these words may help you as they've helped me over the years. They are the words of Maya Angelou, who said, "I've learned that people will forget what you've said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." Class of 2020, on behalf of the nearly 600 faculty, staff, and volunteers who make up the Rocklin Public Schools, I can tell you without hesitation that you make us feel tremendous pride. Congratulations and best of luck in all that you pursue. Thank you. I got this.
Thank you, Dr. Cron. At this time, I would like to invite Ms. Jill Maroney, Chair of the Rocklin School Committee, to address the class of 2020.
Feeling a little short. Good evening, Dr. Cron, Dr. Harrison, Ms. Lizzie, Ms. Hackett, the faculty of Rocklin High School, proud parents and family, but most of all, welcome to the class of 2020. On behalf of myself and my fellow school committee members, we are honored to be here. We are also honored to have Mr. Phelps on the field with us tonight. Mr. Phelps served on the Rocklin School Committee for 26 years. When he retired, his one request was to be here to join you and share in this outstanding accomplishment. Thank you, Mr. Phelps, for your service to Rocklin Public Schools. I also want to thank Dr. Harrison, and I will say his team. They deserve a round of applause as well for working so hard to ensure that we are here together tonight to celebrate the class of 2020. We all know your senior year did not go as planned. As of March 13th, everything changed. You missed out on the last few months of learning and hanging with friends inside of Rocklin High School. You missed out on prom, service trips, spring sports, spring plays, band concert, the art festival, and so much more. No other graduating class has had a senior year as unexpected as you. Our teachers, faculty, administration, school committee, and the townspeople have been feeling heartfelt concern for you, our seniors. We have tried to show you our support with a rolling parade, lawn signs, and adopting a senior. But in the end, you showed us. You showed us that you are strong, you are resilient, and you are bulldogs. And you are not to let COVID-19 define you. You started making history being the first fifth grade class to enter the new John Rogers Middle School, the first class to graduate in this decade, and the first class to graduate in August. You will graduate today in one of the most historic years of our time. You have shown us what you are made of, and we are proud of you. We are excited to see where you will go from here, and I am honored to have you join me as a Bulldog alumni. Congratulations to the Rocklin High School class of 2020.
Thank you, Ms. Maroney. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. It's been a long few months, but we finally made it. I would now like to ask Ms. Jill Maroney, Chair of the School Committee, Dr. John Harrison, Principal of Rocklin High School, Ms. Kathleen Paulding, Assistant Principal, Ms. Margie Black, Guidance Director, Ms. Kristen Walsh, Senior Class Advisor, and Mr. Murphy, our honored faculty, to assist in the presentation of diplomas.
All right. Each graduate will have their name called to receive their diplomas, and then I will share what they have written about their future plans. We request that you please hold your applause until after I say the graduate's name a second time and share the graduate's future plans with you. So I say the graduate's name twice. So we will begin with row 1. Matthew Severio Brazzi. Matt plans to attend the University of Massachusetts Amherst to major in accounting. Catherine Jenna Buckley. Katie plans to attend Worcester State University to major in elementary education. Tyler Joseph Gambon. Tyler plans to attend Worcester Polytechnic Institute to major in environmental engineering. Tyler James Johnson. Tyler plans to attend Northeastern University to major in business, finance, and economics. Hannah Elizabeth Wiley. Hannah plans to attend Colby College to major in environmental science and play volleyball. Nicole Goodiel Winter. Nicole plans to attend the University of Massachusetts Amherst to major in public health. Jessica Lee DeMarco. Jessica plans to attend St. Anselm College to major in nursing. Jordan Elizabeth Delory. Jordan plans to attend Bridgewater State University to major in criminal justice and psychology. Pedro Cavallo Fernandez. Pedro plans to attend Massasoit Community College to pursue studies in criminal justice. Justin Abuzed. Justin will enter the Carpenters Union. Juliana Marie Smith. Juliana plans to attend Massasoit Community College to study radiologic technology and then transfer to a 4-year school. Cassidy Lee Conrad Palmer. Cassidy plans to attend Massasoit Community College. Hallie Noel Molyneux. Hallie plans to attend the Tony and Guy Hairdressing Academy to pursue her career in cosmetology. Skyla Purdy. Skyla plans to attend Massasoit Community College and then transfer to a 4-year college to major in nursing. Ariana Marie Esposito. Ariana plans to attend Champlain College. Troy Nicholas Therian. Troy will enter the workforce, continuing to work as a manager at a local restaurant before continuing his academic studies at a university. Lydia D. McWilliams. Lydia plans to attend the University of Massachusetts Boston to major in nutrition. Olivia Rose Milso. Olivia will attend Massasoit Community College and then transfer to a 4-year college. Zachary Derek Harris. Zach plans to attend Nichols College to study sports management. Katie M. McGuirk. Katie plans to attend Westfield State University to major in early childhood education. Riley Cadigan. Riley will attend Massasoit Community College to study engineering and then transfer to a 4-year school. Erin Mary Kearns. Erin plans to attend Massasoit Community College and then transfer to Bridgewater State University to major in special education. Megan Tram Uong. Megan will attend the University of Massachusetts Boston to study health sciences. Elise Faith Finnerty. Elise plans to attend Westfield State University to major in nursing. Zachary Scott Belcher. Zach plans to attend Nichols College to major in sports management. Jonathan Harold Dorney. Jonathan plans to attend Massasoit Community College. Karen Margaret Dalton. Karen will be attending St. Joseph University in Philadelphia to double major in humanities and linguistics. Jennifer Nguyen. Jenny plans to attend Massasoit Community College to study radiology. Noah Matthew Coughlin. Noah plans to attend a trade school next year. Jared Breda. Jared will work in the Carpenters Union next year. Joseph Lawrence Breadmore Jr. Joseph plans to enter the workforce as a carpenter. Lucas Matthew Sprague. Lucas plans to attend the University of Massachusetts Lowell to major in computer engineering. Samuel Mitchell Colleran. Sam plans to attend Massasoit Community College and then transfer to a four-year school. Owen Francis Lange. Owen will work for the Local 17 Union with sheet metal. Tamirez Arujo. Tamirez will attend Bridgewater State University to study criminal justice. Dominic Raymond Pica. Dom will attend Quincy College to pursue studies in physical and exercise science. Danting Zhu. Danting plans to attend Assumption College to major in actuarial science. Melissa Almeida. Melissa will attend Harvard University to major in neuroscience. Alyssa Renee Patton. Alyssa plans to attend John Jay College of Criminal Justice to major in forensic psychology and double minor in Spanish and law. Rebecca Marie Keefe. Rebecca plans to attend Plymouth State University to major in criminal justice. Madeline Jean Gear. Maddie plans to attend the University of Massachusetts Lowell to major in business administration. Jordan Vincent Cunningham. Jordan plans to attend Anna Maria College to double major in music education and human development with a minor in music performance, and he's also going to play football. Stephanie Lynn Beatrice. Stephanie will attend Regis College to major in nursing. Haley Nee. Haley will attend Massasoit Community College and then transfer to Cape Cod Community College to study dental hygiene. Olivia Mary Janis. Olivia plans to attend Salem State University to major in social work and minor in Spanish. Michael Thomas Dutton. Michael plans to attend Mass Maritime Academy to major in marine transportation. Jad Bendakawi. Jad will attend Princeton University to major in electrical engineering with a concentration in robotics and cyber physical systems. Graduates, just a reminder, after you get your picture taken, you can take your mask off for your picture, but just put your mask back on after you get your diploma. Tarika Crooks. Tarika will enlist in the United States Marines. Jacob Robert Dunham. Jake plans to attend Bridgewater State University and will pursue a teaching career. Joseph Timothy Messier. Joey plans to attend the New England Institute of Technology for Robotics Engineering to try and make the world a better place. Keelan Anthony Beckford. Keelan will attend Quincy College to study criminal justice. Dante Jose Vasquez. Dante will go to Framingham State University to major in marketing while continuing to play football. Taylor Victoria Ryan. Taylor will study military medicine next year. Maria Lorraine Ciano. Maria will attend Regis College to major in nursing. Andrew Robert Evans. Andrew will attend the University of Massachusetts Boston to major in criminal justice. Jillian Marie Dorney. Jillian will attend the University of Massachusetts Amherst to major in education. Kyle Lenahan. Kyle will attend Bridgewater State University to major in business and will play soccer. Sarah McClellan. Sarah plans to attend Bridgewater State University to major in secondary education and history. Grace Jean LaPlante. Grace will attend Salem State University to major in psychology. Natalia Hernandez. Natalia plans to attend Keene State to study criminal justice. Emily Bugby. Emily will attend Massasoit Community College and then transfer to a four-year school. Christopher James Ryan. Chris plans to attend Massasoit Community College to study criminal justice. Oliver Michael Riera. Oliver will attend the Wentworth Institute of Technology to major in computer science. Keely Marie Naughton. Keely will attend Suffolk University. Michaela Elizabeth Berardi. Michaela plans to attend Bridgewater State University to major in elementary education. Jacob Dylan Leahy. Jacob plans to attend Massasoit Community College to study social services. Gianmarco Morel. Marco plans to enter the workforce as an electrician. Dakota Lee Pike. Dakota will attend Coastal Carolina University to major in psychology with a concentration in forensics. Taylor Christine Enzavino. Taylor will attend Massasoit Community College and play soccer. Molly Olivia Boggs. Molly plans to attend the University of Massachusetts Boston to major in English. Sean Christopher Belmonte. Sean plans to attend the University of Massachusetts Amherst to study mechanical engineering. Gabe Cardoso Fiorot. Gabe will enlist in the United States Air Force Academy. Matthew Stephen Griffin. Matt plans to attend Clemson University to major in business. Rachel Elizabeth Spano. Rachel will enter the workforce next year. Jonathas Amaral Numeriano. Jonathas plans to attend Salem State University to major in biology. Samantha Marie Nachman. Sammy will attend Salem State University to major in exercise science, and after she will pursue a master's degree to become an athletic trainer. Jacob Richard Harris. Jake will attend Ursinus College. Melanie Page Harris. Melanie will attend Roger Williams University to major in marketing. Eric Michael Barber. Eric will attend Bridgewater State University. Lauren Ashley Bucher. Lauren will attend Johnson & Wales University in Rhode Island to major in hospitality management. Nicholas James Cedrone. Nick plans to attend Bentley University to major in corporate finance and accounting. Rachel Catherine Wojcik. Rachel plans to attend Massasoit Community College to major in radiologic technology. Jason San. Jason will enlist in the United States Army. Jarius Thomas. Jarius will attend Quincy College to study criminal justice. Kayla Joy Mantell. Kayla will attend Massasoit Community College, then transfer to Bridgewater State University to major in musical education. Jari Francis. Jari will enlist in the United States Air Force Academy. Sabrina Danielle Morgan. Sabrina will attend Stonehill College and is undecided on her future major. Elizabeth Virginia McGaffigan. Lizzie plans to attend the University of Massachusetts Amherst. Caroline Elizabeth Eli. Caroline will attend Roger Williams University to major in biology and will continue to play basketball. Jameson Parker McCardle. James plans to attend Wheaton College to major in physics and astronomy. Erin Sarah Connors. Erin plans to attend Curry College. Liam Patrick Flaherty. Liam plans to attend Bridgewater State University to major in mathematics. Vitor Santos. Vitor will pursue a career working with HVAC. Crystal Marie LaFrance. Crystal will continue working at Goldfish Swim School while taking a gap year. Austin Raymond Woods. Austin will continue to live life and search for new opportunities. Aaron Joseph Steves. Aaron will enter the electrical union. Shane Cameron Rzuski. Shane will enter the workforce and further his education in the future. Jadzia Helena Quackenbush. Jadzia plans to attend Massasoit Community College. Crystal Lynn Arena. Crystal will take part-time classes at a 2-year college and then join the workforce full-time. Nalea Morgaine Dunn. Leah plans to attend the University of Massachusetts Dartmouth to major in communications. Julia Marie Yaden. Julia will attend the University of Massachusetts Lowell to major in elementary education in moderate disabilities. Emma Kate Laria. Emma will attend Regis College to major in nuclear medicine. Hannah Lee Murphy. Hannah plans to attend the University of Maine to study business. Chase Teven McDonald. Chase plans to attend the University of New Hampshire. Ava Elizabeth Fury. Ava plans to attend Merrimack College and will study criminal justice. Pierre Michael Camo. Pierre plans to enter the workforce in the local 103 electrical union. Jalen Renee Haltwanger. Jalen will attend the New England Institute of Technology to major in architecture and will also plan to enlist in the National Guard. Taina Angelica Bruno. Taina will attend Quincy College to study nursing. Joseph William Murray. Joseph plans to attend the Wentworth Institute of Technology to major in mechanical engineering. Samuel Fine. Sam is undecided on his future plans. Brooke Sienna Kimball. Brooke plans to attend Massasoit Community College. Kylie Jolene Hood. Kylie plans to attend Southern New Hampshire University. Benjamin Joseph Hildreth. Ben plans to enter the workforce next year. Jake Adams. Jake will attend a trade school next year. Andre Cost. Andre will attend Massasoit Community College. Nicholas Anthony Visconti. Nicholas will enter the workforce by doing a gap year. Bryce Joseph Taylor. Bryce will attend Rochester Institute of Technology to study animation and graphic design. Lara Mae Glennon. Lara plans to attend Emerson College to major in media arts production. Jordan Elizabeth Pierce. Jordan will attend Curry College to major in nursing. Frank Haw III. Frank will attend Massasoit Community College. Christian Arujo. Chris is undecided on his future plan next year. Ricky Glavin. Ricky will enter the workforce next year. Stephen Michael Core. Stephen will enter the workforce working in construction. Selena Peguero Martinez. Selena will attend Massasoit Community College and then transfer to Bridgewater State University to become a social worker. Brianna Marie Conley. Brianna will continue learning and begin working. Mia Gabrielle Camo. Mia plans to attend Coastal Carolina University to major in marine biology. David Gerard DeKinderen. David will attend Westfield State University to major in business and chemistry. Jacob Paul Benson. Jake will attend Coastal Carolina University to major in business. Camden Ryan. Cam will enter the workforce, hopefully in a union position. Owen Gerard Shea. Owen will attend the Mass Maritime Academy to study marine engineering. Philip Matthew Patterson. Phil will attend Bridgewater State University to study criminal justice. Dhruvi Patel. Dhruvi plans to attend the University of Massachusetts Boston to pursue a career in health science. Ashley Elizabeth Kelly. Ashley will attend Massasoit Community College next year. Adam John Dalton. Adam will attend Bridgewater State University. Robert Bono. Robert plans to attend Massasoit Community College to study culinary arts. Marin Michael Monette. Marin plans to attend Plymouth State University to major in exercise science to become a physical therapist. Cynthia Rose Elliott. Cynthia will attend the Massachusetts College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences to major in dental hygiene. Stephen Nguyen. Stephen will attend Massasoit Community College next year. Haley Cotton. Haley will attend Southeastern Technical Institute to study cosmetology. We're getting there. Thank you all for your patience on this beautiful night. This is one of our biggest classes in recent memory. We usually graduate about 130. We're approaching 160 tonight, so it's a bigger class. Catherine Doyle. Catherine will enter the workforce next year. Michaela Marie Chagru. Michaela plans to attend Bridgewater State University to study criminal justice. Jamili Soares. Jamili will enter the United States Marines. Sean Kohler. Sean will attend Massasoit Community College next year. Zachary J. Webb. Zachary will attend the University of Massachusetts Amherst to study astronomy. Ashley Marie Gallagher. Ashley will attend the University of New England to pursue studies in medical biology. Victoria Lynn Churchill. Victoria plans to attend Quincy College to major in natural sciences and then transfer to a four-year college to pursue her career in nursing. Emmyville Soares. Emmyville plans to attend Massasoit Community College next year. Paige Erin Donnelly. Paige will attend Bridgewater State University to major in mathematics. Tatiana Austin. Tatiana will attend Massasoit Community College to study cosmetology. I would like to give a special mention to Robert Whitman, who could not be with us today because he is in boot camp for the United States Army. So we're thinking of Robert tonight. Congratulations, class of 2020. I'm going to hand it back over to Matthew Brzezzi for concluding remarks.
Well, guys, here we are. We've all worked so hard, and I'm incredibly proud of every single one of you. We made it. Thank you to all of our parents, teachers, administrators, and staff who have supported us throughout this journey. But before we close and we move our tassels and throw our caps in the air, there's something we forgot to do. That being said, I would now like to introduce Owen Shea to the podium to do one last roller coaster.
Use your chest! Use that big chest! Yes! Are you ready to go for a ride? Yeah! That's it! Are you guys ready to go for a ride? Yeah! How about them dogs?
Before we depart, we ask that family members please remain in their seating area until the graduates have exited the stadium. At this point, I encourage my classmates to move their tassels from right. I think I lost my tassel actually, but I encourage my classmates to move them from right to left, which signifies your alumni status at Rocklin High School. And on my count, let's toss our caps in the air.